Guess what? You have two lives. Yep. There's the one everyone can see, where you answer the email, have the conversation, make the decision. And then there's the second one, the one running underneath, where you replay that same conversation over 40 times, draft 11 versions of a text, and lie awake reconstructing something you said in 2019 that no one on earth cares about or even remembers. If you're one of these people, you already know the exhausting part isn't the thinking, it's that you can't find the off switch. Everyone keeps telling you how to stop overthinking, to just relax, to just let it go, as if that sentence has ever once worked on a single human being in the entire history of the world. But by the end of this video, you're going to understand why you overthink everything. And here's the part that might surprise you. The mechanism behind your overthinking is the exact same one behind some of the sharpest things about you. You didn't get one without the other. The easy explanation is that overthinking is just anxiety, a bad habit, a glitch to be fixed. Something's wrong with you, and if you could just relax, or meditate, or care a little less, it would simply go away. That story isn't just unhelpful, it's missing the actual mechanism, because overthinking isn't your brain malfunctioning. It's your brain running a specific, identifiable system doing exactly what the system was built to do, just without an off-ramp. Here's the promise. There's a real reason some minds loop and others do not. It lives in a specific network in your brain, and once you see it, just stop overthinking becomes about as useful as telling someone to just stop being tall. And there's a second thing hiding in here, a genuinely surprising finding about what overthinking is quietly correlated with that reframes the whole thing. Think about that for a second. For years, overthinking was treated as pure pathology, a symptom to be medicated away, a flaw in an otherwise functional person, something broken. The researchers started actually measuring it against other traits. And in 2015, a team at Lakehead University published a study in the journal Personality and Individual Differences that found something nobody was expecting. They had participants complete a battery of tests, measuring worry, rumination, and intelligence. And they found that the tendency to worry and ruminate was positively correlated with verbal intelligence. In plain terms, the people who overthought the most tended to score higher on verbal reasoning. The looping wasn't a sign of a weaker mind. It was, in part, a byproduct of a more verbal one. Let that sink in, because it inverts the whole story you've been told. The same wiring that has you drafting 11 versions of a text in the wiring that lets you consider a situation from 9 angles, anticipate what someone will say before they say it, and find the exact word for a feeling other people can't name. But, and this is the crucial nuance the study also found, the part the internet always drops. The same research showed that nonverbal intelligence was negatively correlated with overthinking. The skill of reading a room in real time, of being present in the moment, of trusting a gut read without words, that tends to go down as the looping goes up. So, here's the real trade your brain is making. It's not smart versus not smart. It's a mind exceptionally good at processing the world in language and time, past, future, words, meaning, at the cost of being a little worse at just being here, wordlessly. Now, you didn't get a broken brain. You got a verbal, time-traveling one, and this is the bill. So if it's not a flaw, what is overthinking actually doing in there, mechanically? There's a network in your brain called the default mode network. The name is the important part. It's what your brain switches on by default the moment you're not focused on an external task. Waiting for the kettle, lying in bed, driving a familiar route on autopilot. The second the outside world stops demanding your attention, This network comes online and turns your attention inward, onto yourself, your past, your future, other people's minds. For most people, that inward turn is idle background hum. But brain imaging studies, include a meta analysis of 14 separate fMRI studies, have found that in people who ruminate, specific regions of the default mode network are measurably more active and more tightly connected. Your default idle is not idle. It's a high performance engine that revs the second you take your foot off the gas. And here's the cruel design flaw. The researcher who pioneered this whole field, a Yale psychologist named Susan Nolan Hoeksema, spent her career mapping what rumination actually does. She found that the loop feels productive, like you're solving something, but it's the opposite. Rumination reliably makes negative thinking worse, impairs your ability to actually solve the problem you're looping on, and quietly erodes the very relationship that could help. The mind is convinced it's working toward an exit. It's actually just digging. Nolan Hoeksema understood the everyday reality of this so well that she wrote a popular book about it. Its title, with no irony whatsoever, was Women Who Think Too Much, which points at something her research confirmed and replicated. Women ruminate, on average, roughly twice as much as men. A difference, she argued, helps explain part of the gender gap in depression, not because of anything essential about women's minds, but in large part because of what people are socialized to do with a feeling of pain, turn inward and analyze it, versus distract or act. And that word, distract, turns out to be the hinge of the entire thing, because Nolan Hoeksema's most replicated finding is almost insultingly simple. The thing that reliably interrupts a rumination spiral isn't thinking harder or thinking your way to a conclusion. It's distraction, pulling your attention outward onto an absorbing external task, which is the one thing that forces the default mode network to power down. You cannot outthink the loop. You can only change the channel. But knowing that doesn't make it easy. And to understand why, you have to see what the loop is really made of. Underneath almost every spiral is a single quiet question the mind is trying to answer. Did I do something wrong? Did I say the wrong thing? Am I too much? Was it my fault? The overthinking mind treats these questions as solvable, as if given enough replays, enough analysis, enough 3 a.m. cross-examination, it will finally reach a verdict and be allowed to rest. But the verdict never comes, because these aren't really questions about the past. They're questions about whether you're okay, whether you're safe, whether you're loved, and those can't be solved by thinking. The mind keeps running the calculation because stopping feels like leaving yourself undefended. If I just think it through one more time, I can keep myself safe. So it never sets the problem down. It stands guard over a door that was never actually locked. And here's the tender, difficult truth at the center of it. The overthinking was almost always trying to protect you. Somewhere back there, being hyper aware of other people's moods, of everything that could go wrong, of every possible misstep, was useful. It kept you a step ahead. It caught the danger early. The loop isn't your enemy. It's an old bodyguard who never got the message that the threat had passed, still doing overtime work for a version of you that needed it a long time ago. You don't have to hate it. You just have to gently let it know it's allowed to rest now. So here's the everyday version of it. You'll send a perfectly normal text and then stare at the screen, watching the 3 dots appear and disappear, quietly composing your own eulogy. You'll say goodnight to someone, and your brain will wait, patiently, respectfully, until 2 a.m. to open a folder labeled everything embarrassing you've ever done, and then hit shuffle. You'll walk into a room, sense one person's mood is slightly off, and construct an entire courtroom drama in which you are simultaneously the defendant, the prosecution, and the judge who won't ever grant you bail. If your brain has ever kept you awake rehearsing an argument you're almost certainly never going to have, drop it in the comments. The overthinkers are already down there, of course. They've read every reply twice and drafted 3 responses they didn't post. So here's what it all comes down to. Overthinking was never proof that something is wrong with you. It's the sound of a specific powerful network running without an off-ramp, a verbal, time-traveling mind that's brilliant at meaning and memory in every single angle of a problem, running the exact same machinery that lets it loop. It feels like a flaw because nobody told you it came bundled with the parts of your mind you actually like. You can't think your way out of it. That's just more thinking. But you can learn to notice the loop, thank the bodyguard, and gently turn your attention back in the room you're actually standing in. The goal was never to think less. It's to know, finally, that you were never a problem to be solved. If the way your mind quietly runs these patterns pulls at you, there's another video right here that goes deeper into exactly that. And if you want more of this, subscribing takes about 2 seconds, a rare decision you're allowed to make without a single draft. Either way, thanks for being here.